Okay, we're busy with activity 19 and we are doing the cash receipts journal. So this is the cash receipts journal. That's the final answer. All the columns in here. Okay, so where do I get the information for the cash receipts journal? It's transactions like the ones, the second, the sixth, and so forth. Right, so I put in the journals over here, debtors journal, CRJ, DJ, etc. next to the transactions. Okay, so I'm just going to show you there's CRJ, CRJ, CRJ on the specific dates, and each one of them I'm going to put into the cash receipts journal. Okay, so the first time I see cash receipts journal, 2nd of March, credit card sales for the day of 3250 and cash sales amount to 5280. Okay, now remember, a credit card sale, if you go to a business and you swipe a credit card, they see it as cash sales. So 3250, and then there was then there was some more cash sales of 52 physical cash that we received. Okay, so I'm going to split that in this transaction because the one is a card that was swiped with slips and the other one was physical cash. Okay, so on the second you will see CRR, which means cash register roll. That's a source document, a slip that we use. Day 2, both of them are cash sales, but I'm splitting them 5280 in the bank and 3250 in the bank. Now, why don't I put it in analysis of receipts for both? Okay, the first one, 5280, I received physical cash notes. Okay, the second one, that was a credit card sales. I didn't physically receive the cash. I the card was swiped, so I didn't handle cash. So there's nothing in analysis. Then I added the two from the bank together to put it in the sales account. So that was the amount of sales on day 2. That cost of sales I have to work out. How do I work the cost price out? They tell me the beginning of activity 19 that the profit margin is 33.33%. If I look at percentages here, the cost price is 100 always. Profit margins 33.33, so the selling price percentage would be 133.33. Okay, now how do I get that amount? Okay, so I take the 8530, so I'm going to put it 8530 over 1, okay, and I must multiply it. Remember, the cost of sales is smaller. Okay, and if I look at the percentages over here, what is this 8530? It's a selling price. So I'm going to take the selling price percentage and I'm going to put it below the line, 133.33. Okay, then I want to work out the cost price. What is the cost price percentage? It's 100. So I put that at the top. So every time I go from sales to cost of sales, I must multiply it by 100 over 133.33. All of these, if I had the sales price first, that's how I get the cost price, cost of sales, multiplying by 100 over 133.33. Another way to look at it, cost price is always smaller than the selling price, so the smaller one of the two numbers must be at the top and the bigger number at the bottom, because if you multiply by a fraction and you want a smaller number as an answer, you must multiply by a smaller number at the top. Okay, so that was a cost price that I worked out. Okay, going on. Again, on the 6th, owner of Yellow Boat House deposit additional 102,000 in the business as capital via internet transfer. Okay, so if it's an internet transfer, it means I don't receive the physical cash. So there's nothing in analysis of receipts. I will see it on the bank statement. There's Mr. Yellow, 102,000 in the bank and 102,000 in sundry accounts, and we write capital. Okay, so that was the 6th. The next one is the 10th. Received a check from Gary Goosen, pays 40% of his debt issue, you must change it to receipt 102, not a check. Issue receipt number 102 because you give him a receipt. What did Gary Goosen owe? 15,111 times 40%, and then you will get the answer over here, 6044. So Gary Goosen 10th, and there's the 102, that's the receipt. Okay, and I put it in analysis of receipts because I physically received the cash. I put it in the bank amount, in the bank account, and he is a debtor, so I'm going to put it here in the debtors control account. He is also debtor number 1, so I put that D1 in the folio. So that was on the 10th. Okay, and then on the 14th, goods sold for cash to Diana Dippenaar for 2695. Okay, for cash for 2695. It's in the CRJ. I sell it for cash. Okay, so on the 14th, you don't have to write D Dippenaar. You can just write cash sales, CRR, day 14. Okay, nothing in debtor in folio because she's not a debtor in this case because she bought cash. Put it in analysis of receipts because we received the cash. Put it in bank, put it in sales, and again multiply this 2695 times the 100 over 133 to get the 2021. Okay, so that's how we get the 2021 amount over there as well. Okay, so that was the next one on the 14th. Okay, and the 21st is the next time where I see. Okay, so there's 2 transactions on the 21st. Gary Goosen settled his outstanding amount. Okay, so what did he paid? 40%. So now he must pay 60% of that 15,111, and Gary Goosen will pay it now, and you will see there Gary Goosen pays another 9067. We put it in analysis of receipts because he's physically paying it. We're not going to put it in the bank yet because there's another transaction on the same day which we will look at now. Then we put the 9067 in debtors because the debtor is paying us 9067. Right, then another transaction on the same day, cash sales for the day 10580. So on the 21st, cash sales, cash receipts, cash register roll is the source document. We put it in analysis, and now we add the two together. At the end of the day, we put it in bank, we put the 10580 in sales, and now we multiply by 100 over 133 to get the 77935. Okay, so that's how we got to the 7935 in the cost price column. Okay, then the last transaction was bank statement shows a direct deposit. That's also CRJ, direct deposit 36. Okay, so he didn't handle the cash. Okay, 36. It's a bank statement 26, hole in the wall agency. It's the details. Okay, we didn't handle the cash, so nothing in analysis. We put it directly in the bank, or we put it in the bank, we received it in the bank, and it's a bank statement because we received it directly. Okay, it was an EFT, and then we put it in the sundry accounts column, and it's rent income. So what do we do next? We add everything together in bank to get 142, sales to get 21,000, cost of sales to get 16,000, debtors 15,000, and the sundry accounts column 105,600. Yeah, that's a CRJ.